Good morning. Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. 7:19 now on a Tuesday. And you know, every day in this country, we need to celebrate freedom. Celebrate the fact that you get up, you get to go to work, you have a family, do what you want to do. We can be on TV. And of course, every day you got to thank the men and women who have given us this freedom for the last 200 plus years. And there's a group here in town called the Celebrate Freedom Foundation that actually make it their mission to remind us every single day to celebrate that. And Morgan Fields from Celebrate Freedom, how are you?
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So what is the mission of the Celebrate Freedom Foundation other than just saying, hey, we're Americans and we're proud to be free?
Right. Well, basically, Celebrate Freedom Foundation is twofold. We have events to honor the military. Each year we have our annual Celebrate Freedom Festival. We do a Heroes of Freedom dinner. And then we also have an educational component called SOAR, which we really make it our mission to take our helicopters out to middle and high schools to teach them the importance of STEM subjects of science, technology, engineering, and math.
Helicopters?
Right, helicopters. And we do it in a really fun, interactive way.
Love helicopters. So you've got, and this is a .org, which means it's a full 501(c)(3).
Right. We've been in existence since 1999, so we've got a few experience under our belt.
Sure, and it's made up of past folks of service and the current military?
Right. The military is extremely strong. You know, we have members base and everything like that, but we really try to get out to the veterans organizations and make them a part of our foundation as well.
That's fantastic. Now this year, the festival, the annual Celebrate Freedom Festival at Finlay Park.
Right.
This year, it's a special year for women especially, right?
Right. Our theme this year is Women in Service to Our Nation, and we're not only honoring the military women, we're, women who were first in their field in medicine and business and politics. We really want to, celebrate them this year.
Of course, Rosie the Riveter was the iconic, in World War II, the iconic woman.
Of course.
Who, of course, that was when a lot of women didn't work, but they had to because all the men went off to fight in the war, and people still had to create the planes and run the industry of the country.
Right, exactly. And so we've partnered with the Rosie the Riveter Project in West Virginia to help find some local South Carolina Rosie the Riveters to honor at our dinner on April 20th.
That's awesome. Now, the dinner's April 20th. The 21st at Finlay Park is the free festival.
Right, exactly. It's a free festival. We're going to have living history out there. There's going to be helicopters kids can climb in. And our big announcement for our headliner entertainment is Marshall Tucker Band. At 4 o'clock will be our headliner.
And of course, they're from South Carolina, from
right
Spartanburg,
up from the upstate. So they're coming down for a free concert for everyone.
Marshall Tucker Band, free, celebrating freedom, celebrating women and the contribution to the freedom that we have every single day.
Right.
Celebrate Freedom Foundation, Morgan Fields.
It's great. It's going to be a great event.
Of course, details we'll get at midlandsconnect.com/GDC. We'll have all that for you as well, links to Celebrate Freedom. Volunteer opportunities, I know you have those as well.
Yep. Volunteer opportunities, sponsorship opportunities. There's great ways the community can get involved.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing the information, Morgan Fields, Celebrate Freedom Foundation. You know, as the eyes of the presidential prize move to Florida, one of the 4 contenders for the Oval Office may be noticeably not enjoying fresh oranges from the Sunshine State. Details 120 seconds away. Stay with us.